guys, it's Shamari from Kendy's Cuties. Background is Lily's closet because I'm sitting in her room crocheting, watching TV, watching some of my favorite YouTubers. Thought I'd bring you along with me for a little bit while I work on a Karumi. This is where I'm at so far, starting her head. This is a free pattern on Instagram. It is by, let's see if I can find it on here. Trying to find it on here. This is what she will look like. Oh my goodness. Yep. This is what she'll look like, alright. Now I've gotten it completely off my Instagram. Get back there. It is by amigurumi_magic_world. And it is a free Karumi pattern. I know this is a terrible angle to try to see it at, but hopefully you can see her. I'll try zooming her in a little bit. It's an adorable Karumi. I've made her a couple of times now. Very easy pattern to follow. I think this is the third one I've made. I've done it in purple, I've done it in black, and I'm going to do another one today in purple. I think the purple I picked up might be a little dark, though. I might have to down my color tone just a little bit. I'm not really sure yet. But this is the free Karumi pattern on Instagram by amigurumi_magic_world. And I just thought I would take you guys along with me while I make her. It's a Chibigurumi_designs, says at the top of it. So I'm not sure what. I cannot get it so you can see it, unfortunately. No, it's right there, but the light's going to hit it every time. Alright, well, anyway, I tried. So, I'm working on the head portion right now. I'm going to keep working on that. I'm at the point now where I've got to do 48 single crochets around for 8 rows to make the crown of the hat. It's going pretty well. This white yarn is Premier Parfait Chunky. It's my favorite yarn to work with. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I love it. I was always an acrylic yarn worker. Always did. Always worked with the thin, yucky acrylic yarns. And then I found Dollar Tree yarn, and I started using that, and I liked that a lot. It was soft and supple, but it was very thin as well. I mean, I couldn't work with a needle much bigger than I did with my acrylic needle. So the stuff didn't really come out a whole lot bigger. And then I found Premier Chunky, Parfait Chunky, and used that, and I've been using it ever since. I do occasionally use the brights. I don't like the bigger ones too much. Once I go beyond a size 5 needle, it starts getting a little too much for me. I'm not sure why it bothers me so much, but it does. This works perfectly. I use a 4.25 needle, and my Premier Parfait Chunky, I am not a tight crocheter, so the smaller needle works good for me because it doesn't leave gaps like a bigger needle would, and I still get a good sized, plush toy out of it. So it's all good for that. So yeah, I'm going to crochet a little more on this, and I will come back and show you what my progress has been. Making progress. I've got the head done. Basically done. I got to do 2 more rows of decrease here. And I have started on the body portion for the Karumi body. I think I have 1 more round of this to do, and then I got to start decreasing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'm going to go up to 11, and then I can start decreasing. So I did move downstairs so I can watch TV with Mike. So now I'm going to continue on this piece. last row before I start to decrease. Plan to have this done by tonight. Started at 1:30. It's 4:30 now, so I'm gonna try. That is the goal. So I'm back upstairs again. It got a little too dark last night for me to continue crocheting and trying to record it. As you can tell, Mike's house is wood everywhere. Every room in this house is wood. It gets dark really easy in the evening. So I did work on the body part of Kurumi though. I got her arms and her legs done and sewed her together. So her little body is all made. I'm now going to move on to making her little head cap that goes on, her collar, and her little ear bulbs, whatever they are. But I'm going to start with that first, and I'm going to use the purple here. This is the, I believe it's the Premier Parfait Lilac. Premier Parfait Chunky in Lilac. I think it's Lilac. I will check that one in just a bit. So, yeah, I'm going to work on that now and start that off. And just start with a magic ring of 4. Again, this is a free Instagram pattern. So I've got my magic ring of 4. And then we're going to go up to 6. So 1 and increase. And 1 and increase. So now we're back. Now we're up to 6. We've got the little point started. This is the point part. Starts off Kurumi, her little earbuds. I'll check back in. Going pretty quick. Oops. Missed my stitch. So I have to make 2 of these for her little ear toppers. Got my little comb started so far. So I took a little break and finished up the cone. It's all stuffed. Just have both of them done now. So I have her 2 head cones all finished. So they will just need to get sewn on after I make her head cap. So I'm going to get to work on that. Trying to get comfortable here. There. This starts with 8 in a magic ring, same as the head did. So it's a much larger magic ring than the other one, obviously. Then it is increase in every stitch up to 16. 2, 3, 4, trying to see what's in the corner behind me. Okay, so now I'm up to 16. And unlike most 8 stitch rings you start with, generally you skip the 2 and go right to the 3 to go from 18. Yep. You'll do the 1 and increase to get to 24, and then you'll skip the 2 and increase, and you'll skip right to like 3 and increase to go to 30. But this one does not do that. This one goes with the 1, the 2, and the 3. So you end up with, you end up with your 24, and then you end up with 31. I think it ends up being 31, and then it all comes back around in the end anyway. You end up doing, I think it's when you do your 4 and increase, you end up at 30. But does that sound right? No. Anyways, you don't skip the 2 and increase. So we're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, 22, 23, 24. So now, normally you would skip the next round and you'd go from 24 to 30. This one does not skip the 2. It ends up being, I probably should put a stitch marker in at this point, but I don't have one right handy at the moment. So I'm probably going to pause at this point and work on this for a little bit. Like I said, the instructions are on Instagram. It's a free Kurumi pattern. It's a really good pattern. There are a couple of typos in it, and I'll go over those at the end of this. But if you know what you're doing, you realize it's a typo right off the bat. So there are, I think, 2 spots in there where there are typos, and it's in the count. Like, it'll say, do row 6 to 11, 4 rounds. Well, that's not 4 rounds. So, that's, what, 6 rounds? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's 6 rounds, but it says 4 rounds. So that's one of the typos that are in there, and I can't remember the other one right offhand, but we'll go over that anyway. Okay, so it was in the body that said after you get to 40 stitches, you're going to do rows 6 through 11, 36 single crochet, and then in parentheses it says 40, which it actually is 40. I don't know where the 36 come from. And then it's dash 4 rounds, and it's actually 8 rounds. So that is one typo. The other one, I'm out of breath at the moment. I just ran upstairs from doing dishes. Where was the other one? I think it's in the headpiece. I don't see it in the headpiece, but anyways, finishing on the headpiece from the word I was working on with the 2 single crochet and increase by 8, you end up with 32 stitches from the 24. And then from 3 single crochet with 1 increase, you end up with 40. And then with 4 single crochet increase, you end up with 48. So that brings you back to where a normal one would be that you didn't skip around on, when you didn't skip the 2 single crochet increase. And then from that point on, I already did this up because I had to get it done up so I could go do some housework. I did the little hood piece. So you add these little, you stop crocheting at a point and then you do 8 back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then you attach yarn, well, I attach yarn. You don't have to, you can keep going. But you go around one of your points this way, across here with slip stitches, and then down to create this point. And then you single crochet around the whole thing. I mean, you'll see it in the instructions. I'm not trying to put it all together here for you because clearly I want you to enjoy using somebody else's free pattern that's out there. I mean, you know, the hits on their Instagram is what's, you know, you hit it and like it and do all that kind of stuff. So I don't want to put it all together in front of you and have you not go to their Instagram and do it. But it really is not that difficult. I would not have made this pattern. I think this is my 3rd or 4th one now. I would not have made so many of them if they were difficult. But they're not. And then this little thing slips right on and comes around. And then you just tack it down. And then her little ears will attach to the top of that. There is a little V piece, which I've already made, that will get attached right here. And then her little collar. This is a chain of 36, and then you just do single crochet, double crochet, slip stitch, 2 single crochet, double crochet, slip stitch, 2 single. You can just keep doing that all the way around to create the little collar piece, which will go right here. So I am going to go assemble her now, and I'll be back with the final view of her. Okay, so I don't know if you're pro glue or anti-glue, but I am pro glue. So I just put her helmet piece on and I glued it down. I will go around and stitch all around the outer edge of it. I don't glue too close to the edge because I don't want the stiffness coming through. So I will go around and stitch the whole outer edge of the whole thing afterwards. But here she is with her little helmet piece on. My eyes and nose and that kind of stuff I ordered through Etsy. So I have this little purple nose, her little Kurumi eyes, and her little skull piece that will go on the top here. My first one, I made all these myself. I cut them all out myself. It was a lot of work. Well worth it because, you know, I mean, I saved some money, but yeah, these aren't that expensive, so I just did bought the cuts. I think I got three sets in a package for like $8. Wasn't too bad. I do have to cut the little pieces for the inside of the eye though, because she has a little purple heart that goes in her eye, and I don't have that with it. So I will cut those myself. And yeah, she's looking pretty cute. She's getting there. She has ears. I'm going to take a little break for a while. I'm going to go take a shower and have some breakfast, and I will be back. Okay, get some of these other little items out of my way here. And there's little Miss Kurumi. I did take some purple felt here and cut her out some eyes. That's a little better. I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. I decided that the purple nose was just too much purple, so I just used it as a pattern and cut out a pink. I did cut out her little hearts for her eyes and all these little good things. And at this point, I'm just going to hot glue. Try not go overboard with it when it's seeping out the sides. And glue that onto my little black eyepiece that came with them, with the eyepiece there. A little skull, that's what I'm trying to say. I can't talk and think at the same time. So now I've got this little piece for her eye all together. I really wished I had a shade for that window. Maybe if I pull it a little bit closer now. That's a little better. So now let's just glue the second one together. Try not to glue it to myself. It's a little crooked, I think. It's not too bad, I guess. It's alright. It'll work. I just glued my gun to the table. Ay, ay, ay. Just put a little dot on there for the other little white eye. The eyepiece, I just used my hole punch to cut out that little, the little white eye section. Let's see how they look together. I think they look pretty good together. So now I'm just going to glue them onto her face. Get rid of that blob of glue. And these are supposed to be an iron-on, and probably on fabric they would be just fine, but I don't trust it on yarn that well. So I'm just going to hot glue it on here. And that's one. And let's get the other one. Again, I try not to go overboard with the glue because I don't really want it to seep all over the place. Try to line it up pretty well with the other one. Alright. I did tie her collar on already. I am going to go through and I'm going to tack every point down with just a drop of glue. But there she is so far. Let's get her little nose on. I swear I have every piece of felt on my table attached to my glue gun right now. All the little strands. I think she looks adorable. Okay, now just want to glue one little dot right there and hold that down. Do that all the way around on her little collar points. And in the back, all I've done so far is tie it off. I will tuck these up under the hat, you know, pull them up through with my yarn needle and tuck them away shortly. This one did land kind of right on my arm, which I don't really love, but I think I can tuck it down behind the arm just enough to get it out of the way. Just work my way around these little points. And I got one more to go here. So all of her little collar points are down now. So now the only thing I have left to do is to put on pom-poms. And originally I picked out these little pinkish lavender ones. If I can hold them up without them actually falling everywhere. But then I changed my mind and I went to these really dark ones. And these are just 1.5 inch pom-poms. I think they're 1.5, maybe they're 3/4 of an inch. I don't know. They're little pom-poms I bought in a big bag from Amazon. And I'm just going to glue one of those on each point. Got a little too much glue on that one. And the collar piece did call for 7 points. I only ended up with 6. So clearly I miscounted in my stitches, but you know what? At the end of the day, 6 points or 7 points is not going to make or break it. And then all I will have left to glue on is my little skull to the top of her head, her hat, and she'll be done. If I stop sticking felt to it. Looking super cute. Alright. See if I can get her to stand. Ooh, almost. Stay there. There you go. So I'm just taking that little store-bought, you want to call it that, Etsy bought felt cut for the skull, and pop that right on there, just like that. Give it a minute to dry, and she's done. And it's so adorable. I love her. And she was very quick to make. There is a lot of sewing, I'm not going to lie. You have to sew the head to the body, you have to sew the arms and legs on, and you have to sew these on. And, you know, if you choose to sew this on and the collar on, that's entirely up to you. I do not do that. I don't even glue the collar on other than the points. I just tie it in the back, hide that yarn, and glue my points down. I think she came out really sweet. Thank you guys for joining me for this video. I do appreciate you all being here with me. Stay tuned for a little bit longer if you would, and I'll have a little bit of a yarn unboxing haul for you to see if you're interested in that. I think it's 70 skeins or somewhere abouts of Premier Parfait Chunky and a few skeins of Teddy Bear. And yeah, if you're interested in looking at that at all, stay tuned to the end to see it. Thank you guys. Love you all. Bye. Just kidding. I'm back. I forgot her tail. She has this little kind of triangular tail that I do need to sew on. So I gotta bring this, I still need to bring my yarn down through the back of the piece. And then I can tie it on her and she'll have her little tail on the back. So that was the last step. Hi guys, I'm just jumping on real quick here to do a little unboxing of some Premier yarn that I just received. Thought I'd get it recorded before I got around to unpacking everything and putting it on my shelves. It's a big box. $350 worth of yarn. I kind of went a little crazy. What are you going to do? You need yarn, right? You can't crochet without yarn. My hair is a mess. I haven't brushed it since I took my shower. Please excuse the mess. So I ventured out on a limb this time and got some Little Bunny. I've never bought Little Bunny. I've heard other people using it and I've seen some of the stuff they've done with it and I've always wanted to try it. So I ordered a little bit of Little Bunny. I got 5 skeins of lemon yellow. I got 5 skeins of that. And this is mostly to do like the frilly parts on Pokemon characters. I know there's a, like, they call it the fire dragon or whatever he is, and he has yellow on the tip of his tail and around his neck. So I got the yellow for that. It is much, much yellower on camera than it is in my hand here. It's a little darker in my hand, but it's got the nice, soft, fluffy texture. I'm curious though, guys, if any of you have used it in your projects, do you double strand in, you know, to make it the same thickness as working with your Premier yarn or whatever yarn you're using in conjunction with it? Do you double strand it? I've never used it, and I really don't know. I know sometimes when I use this kind of texture from the Dollar Tree, which is much thinner obviously, I double strand it, but maybe this really doesn't need to be double stranded. I know, I'm really curious, so if you do know, or if you've done any work with this and you have any idea, please drop me a comment and let me know. I would really appreciate that. So there's the yellow. Got 2 white, and I honestly don't know why I only got 2 white and then 5 yellow. I probably should have gone 4 white and 3 yellow. I don't know. Whatever. If I decide I like it, I'm definitely going to invest in more colors though. And I got 2 of the brown. And this is called Teddy Bear. And it's so squishy. It's so soft. I love it. I really do. I just can't imagine doing like a whole project with it because it's so thin. But it really is nice yarn. So that is it for the little bunny. That was what? 9 skeins of little bunny. And the rest of it all is going to be 3 packs of just Premier Parfait Chunky. Because I really needed to fill my shelves with my Premier Parfait Chunky because I was getting very, very low. I go through a lot of Premier Parfait. So I got 3 of the mustard, which is a really pretty color. I'm going to go ahead and just open them because I'm going to put them all on the shelf anyway. So there's the mustard. It has a nice gold look. I think it would be great for the gold dragon from Fourth Wing. It's a really pretty color. Quite nice. So I got 3 of those. And I got, this is in no particular order, I'm just going to drag them out of the box. This one is Sundown. This is the first time I've ever bought this one, so I'm really anxious to see how it looks myself. Oh, it's beautiful. Isn't that pretty? I think this is the first time I've gotten it. It almost looks like one I've gotten before though now that I look at it. It's a little greener in my hand than it is on camera. On camera it's a little bluer. I don't know if this helps any or not, but it is looking very blue on camera. It does have a little greener color to it though than that. It's funny because I'm holding it very close to the camera right now and they are 2 entirely different colors. That is really blue on camera. It's not though. It's really not. Nothing is going to help take away the blueness either, I guess. So it's not as blue as it looks on camera, guys, just to let you know. And this one is a 3-pack of maize. I think I was down to my last skein of maize, and I do use this a lot. I'm going to try turning my camera a little bit, because even this one looks yellow instead of orange. That didn't help any at all. So again, you know, colors are very, very different on camera than they are in my hand. But 3 skeins of maize, and I just did everything 3, so I can just get a bag of each one. Sage. I like the sage. I've gone through a lot of this. I actually like it in the brights as well. So there's my sage. There is literally in this box 2 layers of 2 layers of 10 3-packs in addition to all the little bunny. That is a lot of yarn. Oh my goodness. I did go crazy with it. And I think this is mushroom. Yes, it is. And it's stuck to the package. So we got the 3 mushroom. I don't think I doubled any of them. I think everything is a different color. Each 3-pack is a different color. I didn't do any like 6 of anything. I was really just trying to stock up some of my colors that I didn't have. Like this one here. This one is plum. I've never gotten a plum. Gosh, my hair looks ridiculous. I really need to brush it. This is the plum. That is so pretty. So pretty. Little purplier than the iris is. A little, it's hard to explain. The iris is darker. That is gorgeous. I love it. And I did get some more plain old teddy bear. Not the little bunny, but just a normal teddy bear. Get 3 skeins of that. And 3 skeins of corn flour. No one's seen better days. 3 of the corn flour. One of my favorite colors. I use so much of this one. I use it for my Derby Tigers, the big derbies that I make. It's the main body part that I do in corn flour. This one I did open because I had to steal a package out of it the other day, yesterday when this box just came. This is 3 of the candy apple, but the other candy apple is missing because I needed it. And I like the candy apple as in addition to the what is the other one? Cardinal. Because it just has a little bit more pinkness to it than the Cardinal does. So, I do get the Cardinal quite a lot. Actually, I think I have a Cardinal in here. Let's see if that what this one is. Oh, this is Very Berry. This one's new to me too. I've never gotten this one. Very pretty. Getting it next to the candy apple. That was pretty. Love this. Very pretty color. Can't wait to use it in something. I got this one. Oh, you know what I got that Very Berry for? I remember now why I got that one. I needed it for the hair for one of the K-pop boys. Did Romeo. Wasn't Romeo. I don't remember which one it is. Maybe it's Baby. No, because Baby's hair is purplish. I don't know. It's one of the K-pop boys anyway that I needed that for his hair. He's all done except for that. So this one is Dusty Mauve. I had some of this once before and then I let it run out and I haven't ordered it in a while, so just got another one. Some Dusty Mauve. Very pretty. Oh, Classic Blue, I believe this one is. Yes. Classic Blue. Good staple blue to have on hand. Always a good blue to have on hand. Is it just me, or has anyone else noticed that the Kelly green and that new seaweed salad green are almost identical? I had them both on the shelf, and because I thought they were the same color, and I pulled one out, and I was reading the tag, and I was like, "That's not Kelly green. That's seaweed salad." Because I thought I was pulling out Kelly green. My Kelly greens were right underneath it, and they are almost exactly the same color. I was kind of surprised by that. I don't know. Maybe they're going to replace the Kelly green with the seaweed salad, but yeah, they are very, very close in color. And this one is navy, because I have some Sailor Moons to make. So I got some navy for that. This yarn is so soft. I love it. And this one is is this the iris? This one is eggplant. I never bought eggplant before, so this is another new one to me. And you look at that next to the, what was this one I called again? Plum. Some really, really nice variations in color for purple. So my purples have got a good start now on being stocked. This one is mango. I'm not 100% sure I've had this one before, but maybe. It is real pretty. I like it a lot. It's much, much prettier in my hand than it is on the camera too. Very pretty. Very, almost, not quite. Almost the color of my shirt. And then just some good old black. Good old basic black. I go through a lot of black. Nothing exciting about it, but still a nice color to have. And some cream. I was getting pretty low on my cream. So I restocked that. You could call 3 skeins restocking. As much as I go through, it would be like 9 skeins to restock. I'm sure any of you that crochet a lot can relate. And some mint. I don't have any mint on my shelf over there. I don't even know if I've ever gotten the mint. I know I've gotten the key lime. This might be a new one to my stash. Very, very pale, pretty mint color. I've got such a pile of yarn at my feet now. It's like walking through snow. It's so deep. Which we have gotten plenty of, by the way. I think our last storm that we just got this week was 18 inches. It lasted over, well, about 30 hours the storm lasted. We got 18 inches of snow out of it. Crazy. This one is yellow, just plain old yellow. Not the sunshine, not the banana, just plain old yellow. One of my favorite ones of the yellows, actually. And this one, I think, is the summer squash. I was going to say I thought it was sunshine, but it's not. It's summer squash. I just pulled my label right off of it. Very, very bright yellow. Very sunshiny bright. But it is actually much brighter than the one that is called sunshine yellow. I think it's really pretty. It is a bright color. You know, you gotta really want that pop. And my last package is almond butter. A very nice color. I like this one. It's a nice tone down from the teddy bear. And it works really well with the teddy bear. So that is it. I'm going to show you guys the size of my box that I received it all in. Big old chunky box. This is my mountain of yarn that I just pulled out of it. Crazy. So there is my haul for now. That will keep me busy for a little bit.